550, has the claim and mixes his form up a bit, this horse.
Well, you just got to put the pen through his last start at Ararat when he was simply too bad to be true. And if you do, then the rest of his form this preparation since joining the Mitch Freedman stable is good enough to make him one of the leading contenders here. His best would probably see him win this pretty easily. But the question mark is his last win was August 2013.
Number 2, Sandhill Star, is $11 out to 13, and another with the claim, but back in trip here.
He drops back in distance and sharply in class after he was outclassed in a much stronger race at Morfettville. The last time he raced in this grade, he won 3 starts ago at Horsham at double-figure odds. So he's capable, but I do think there are a couple of stronger chances.
Number 4 is Honour the Moment at $10, was only just beaten in the Hay Cup.
He strung together back-to-back wins carrying lightweights in the Broken Hill and Wentworth Cups before he struggled in a similar race to this at Donald. He wasn't beaten far in the non-tab Haydock Cup last start, but this is harder and I think he'd need to improve again to be a factor here.
Number 6 is Shin Cracker, $51. Didn't do anything first up at Ararat.
He's an 8-year-old who's second up following an 82-week spell, and judging by his first up run, he's almost certainly going to need at least one more before he's any sort of winning hope.
Number 7, The Narcissist, is $4 out to $4.20 and will be better for that first up run.
Yeah, would have thought so. He over-raced and was caught wide without cover first up when he was disappointing in what was a pretty strong Class 1 at Geelong. I think Pepperjack's come out of that race and has won again at Cranbourne on Friday night. He did show significant improvement from his first to second up runs last preparation after over-racing first up, so it wouldn't surprise if he improved sharply here second up. The fact he was good enough to finish within 7.5 lengths of the winner in a Chairman's Stakes in his first preparation suggests that his best would probably win this.
Number 8, Kawabata, is $8 out to $9 and never really in it first up, drawn well here.
She was only fair first up at Geelong, but she did win her maiden second up last preparation over 1,600 metres. She's not the roughest in the race, but I just wonder if she needs one more run and a little bit further before she's at her peak.
Number 9 is Be Tolerant, 15 out to 16. This is what you need to be when you're riding horses, tolerant.
She'd be right in the mix on her best form, but on her past few starts, I just think there are stronger winning chances here today than Be Tolerant.
Number 10, Super Deluxe, is 17 out to 21. Can forget his first up run of this bloke.
He's a lightly raced 4-year-old who displayed a lot of promise early, but now hasn't shown any form in his past 4 starts. I'd just prefer him back to 0 to 58 level these days where he is eligible.
Number 12, Halcyon, at $21 and should need the day out, you would think.
Yeah, resumes here today. The concern is she's also never won beyond 0 to 58 grade and has never finished in the top 3 in her 3 previous first up runs, but she does boast a first up 6th, beaten less than 4 lengths behind Anne Fitriona at Sandown over 1,400 metres from July last year. The thing about that run, which looks on face value good enough for him to win this, it was on soft ground and it's pretty firm here today.
Number 13, Star Circle, at $3, and this looks a good race for this horse, strapped by Stevie Payne.
Does look a good race for her. She's a lightly raced mare from the right stable, and if you delete her run at Ararat 2 starts ago, then her form this preparation is really consistent. She gets the blinkers on here for the first time today, and if they have the desired effect, then it would be no surprise at all to see her prove too good.
Number 14, Primsley, $14 out to 17 and drawn nicely here, should be getting home.
They did bet as much as $67 about Primsley, so the pattern of the day you'd think would suit this horse. Began slowly last start at Donald, but ran on nicely to get past Be Tolerant and Honour the Moment in an effort that belied his rating. You can forgive his run before that at Mount Gambier when he didn't take part, but I'd just prefer him at 0 to 58 level where he'd be a leading contender for mine rather than rough chance.
Your tips here, Ben?
Really tricky race. I found it hard to split the 2 horses from the Darren Weir stable in the Narcissist and Star Circle. Just put the Narcissist on top because it was better odds, but I found it pretty hard to split them. They're both going to be really strong chances. The Narcissist's best form just sticks out in my memory, that run